All right, for those of you who may be horrified that I don't keep my game discs in their actual cases, yeah, I'm horrified too. Hi there, everyone. I am Sean. Here's my hands. This is my third pickups video, so I'm going to echo the first one where I just showed my beautiful hands. So I don't like doing the same thing everyone else does. So what I want to do is something a little different all the time. But I know you guys like pickups videos, and I don't really want to do them, but I'll probably show the end of my previous video where I reveal the horror of me tearing down torn down my games and have put the instructions and inserts separately from the games themselves. So instead of a pickups video, this is a pre-teardown video, which is essentially exactly the same thing, but I get to lie to myself and say I'm not doing a pickups video, but you guys all get the joy of essentially the same thing. So I'll just kind of do this pretty quick because I don't need these to be too long. The first one is Kids Sports Crazy Golf. 72 holes of crazy mini golf. The reason I picked up this game is I had just taken the kids to a motel overnight in a different town, and there was a mini golf there, and the boy liked it. And so I saw this game, the next day, and I picked it up. I said, "Hey, you like mini golf? We can play it in a video game at home." He's like, "But I want to play it for real. Play it for real instead of a video game." I think I need a DNA test. So we'll just kind of go through here. The order is basically the size of the cases. The other day, I went to a garage sale about a block away from my house, and I found a box of Xbox games. Nothing too super special, but I did not have Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex, and he was only asking $5 per game, so I thought, you know what? Let's do it. Same garage sale, picked up this little game. You may have heard of it. It's not going for a whole bunch these days. Maybe what, $60? I don't know. But $5 is obviously a lot cheaper than that. I didn't think I was ever gonna really care about getting this one since I have the N64 game, the Xbox One version on that Rare Replay disc, and the Game Boy Color. And heck, I even have Diddy Kong Racing where he guest stars. So I didn't think I'd really need a censored remake, which, yes, the Xbox version is a censored game. It's not nearly as sassy as the even Nintendo version, so I didn't think I need it, but here it is. Next up is a game that was suggested to me, or actually a whole series. I'll show you all three. It's a series of games suggested to me by Kaz, who is on the Beeps and Bloops podcast with me. He suggested the Spectrobes games. Now, as sometimes happens with me, I only find the loose versions, whatever. So I got Spectrobes, the Beyond the Portal sequel, and the Spectrobes Origins. Now, was it either Kaz told me or I found it myself? I heard they have all different styles of gameplay. So that's kind of cool, kind of like a B-grade Pokemon, but I think I mentioned before on somewhere that I do have a soft spot for Pokemon games, or it's games inspired by Pokemon. Pick this up. I've always heard it's kind of good. Minority Report. The interesting thing is it doesn't have Tom Cruise. It's Tom Cruise, right? It's just got this blonde-haired guy instead. But yeah, I've always heard it was good, and I just never see it. I mean, I saw it when it was new, but I've never seen it since. And again, I was in a pawn shop. There's PS2 games to them weren't selling very much, so $5. I'm like, okay, I guess I will. This game is a game I actually had before, but I had to rebuy it since that disc actually didn't work. It kind of worked. I have 3 different PlayStation 2s, and it worked at different levels on each of them. So I was thinking, it can't be my PlayStation 2s, it's got to be the disc. So interesting thing about this, I do like music rhythm games, which this is. I did get it because it's cheap and it seems kind of silly to have a Britney Spears game. It plays really well, really basic, but really well. But it has 5 songs. 5. That's 5 fingers. 5 songs. That's it. I thought, okay, cool. I play these 5 songs, short version, long version, and after I'm done all these, it'll probably move me on to, the next 5 songs. I didn't expect a whole bunch. Back then they usually had around 15, 20, 25 songs like Guitar Hero had back then. And I thought with Britney Spears, it might be a little less. You're paying for the product, but 5. Still a fun game, though. I did finish it. That's why I know there's only 5. I've been having a weird time not seeing this around lately, Devil May Cry 5. It's the one I don't have. I really want to get into the series. I've played the first one a couple times, a bit into it. I believe Devil May Cry has similar developers to, Bayonetta and stuff. And the problem I have with them is they have these awesome action games, but I kind of suck at the timing and knowing exactly what to do. But then I choose an easier difficulty going, okay, you know what? Give me a little bit more life. Let them die a little easier. That's cool. But they don't do it that way. They always have this whole, oh, you can't play the game. It's too hard. You want us to do the combos for you? No, I don't want you to do the combos for me. I want to practice that myself. Just give me, more life so I can practice those combos. So I can play on a harder difficulty later. No, I think we'll just play the game for you. Like the Super Kong or getting the Super Tanuki Leaf or whatever in the Mario game. How it just kind of plays the game for you. You don't really have to try. But so I've never got past the first game, but I really want to. I'm pretty sure I can do better if I give it a chance. The series intrigues me. And I even have the Clover Studios game Beautiful Joe for PS2 where Dante's in it. So that's cool. Just today, I picked up Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere. It's got the base game, Morrowind, and hang on, what's the other one? Somerset. So that might be a pretty cool. I avoided it when it first came out because you had the whole, subscription fee, which they've done away with. Maybe if I play for free, I won't get all the cool weapons. Maybe it'll kind of suck. I've never heard anything great or bad about it in any way. It's just kind of like, it's a game that exists. If you like Elder Scrolls, it's good. I like Elder Scrolls, but I'm kind of more of a casual fan. I'm still working my way through Skyrim. I'm not really that far. I picked this up today as well. This is the Police 2. I have the first game, haven't played it yet, but I am always interested in a simulation game, especially one where it's like you're the police, you have to figure out whether you should be corrupt or not and how to handle things. I think it might be interesting. So these are a little bit ways back, but they still need to be torn down. Detective Pikachu. I really like the movie, and this seems like Nintendo's Professor Layton or maybe those old CSI games I have for PC. So it could be good. I heard it's kind of dull, and I'm really disappointed with the little line down here saying plays only in 2D. I was really hating that near the end of the 3DS life cycle. They just gave up making 3D. Final Fantasy Explorers is another one. Really sad about that. You see the price tag on this, Project X Zone, $24.99. I thought that was cheap. I don't know if it's the going price or not. I don't really pay attention to prices of games. I just I see a price that I don't feel like I'm going to throw up over, and if it's a game I want to buy it. And this one definitely is because it has Resident Evil characters, and I try to have everything with Resident Evil. I mean, obviously I don't have Namco Cross Capcom, which is Japan only, which is part of the series, I believe. I hear this one actually refers back to that one, so I don't know. Maybe they'll release it someday. Give a translation for the Switch, maybe. With the Spectro games, I also picked up the Amazing Virtual Sea Monkeys. I remember as a kid, I saw these things, and I fell for it like everyone else. Only, luckily, I didn't have any money. That's always a lucky thing, right? And so I never spent the money to waste on these. But the ads are cool, and I can't believe in the 90s they made a game on this. I imagine it's not that bad. Pori, also from Beeps and Bloops, he seems to think it's a bad game. He didn't really go into detail, but I kind of got that from the tone. Like, I can't remember what he even said, but it sounds like, well, that's a game. I don't know. I'm just making up stuff now. I'm not really a Sherlock Holmes fan. I did pick up this for the PC. Actually, I really am not a Sherlock Holmes fan at all. I like Young Sherlock Holmes, which I believe is the first movie to give Pixar credit for any sort of CG. And I love the Billy D. Cumberpickle series. That was really good, and that surprised me. I don't really care for the Robert Downey Jr. movies. I'll probably watch the third one when it comes out. But the reason I picked this up is I do like... Okay, one thing about me is I do like stories in games. I like to see how they're told, because video games tell stories in a different way than movies or books or anything else does. And this also is Sherlock Holmes, and people generally want to seem clever when they're making something. So I really want to see how they tie the story in together, how the clues are laid out and everything. It'll probably be quite a while before I play this, because I do tend to stay away from my PC for gaming. But it'll happen someday. Aaron from the Beeps and Bloops podcast says I really need to get into Diablo so I can play Diablo 3. In fact, he's telling me I should just skip to Diablo 3, but that's not me. I gotta play the games from the beginning, and it's only a 3-part series so far. Yeah, I think I'll play the first 2 first. I have them. The big expensive game I bought today, when I went out to get, this game. It's that Clubhouse 51. Ugh, I paid the full price for it, the $50. But you know what? EB Games, soon to be GameStop, I hear, it doesn't have them. You can't order it in, and none of the stores in town have it. I looked online. I think maybe somewhere in Quebec or Eastern Ontario has it. I always wanted to kind of avoid it, but I was listening to Remember the Games podcast on Wii Sports, which is his newest one, unless he has a new one out yet. I don't pay attention to his schedule. I don't pay attention to my schedule, so it's like no offense to him. But he was saying how there was no... Like, Wii Fit should have got... or not Wii Fit. Wii Sports should have got an upgrade or a revamp. And he wasn't referring to Wii Sports Resort. He's talking about Wii Sports. You know, if I could scream through the podcast, I would have told him, dude, they did that on the Wii U. It's called Wii Sports Club, and they did upgrade stuff, and they did do online play, but still, it's still like a really big downgrade from Wii Sports Resort. I mean, I could talk to him. He's the only person I have a Patreon towards, and everything else. He's Remember the Game's actually in the province next to mine, so he's actually a neighbor in that sense. But I consider Clubhouse Games 51 kind of the next Wii Sports. I mean, it's got all the same games. You got tennis, it's toy tennis. And you got baseball, but it's toy baseball. And you got boxing, but it's toy boxing. But you got bowling, and I think you can use motion control, so it's basically the same. And then the golf, which is toy golf. Did I say toy golf already? Whatever. It's got all 5 games, and it's toyerized or something. But it's got these other games, and they're really fun. I want to get the boy to play them. I think this is a great way to teach you how to play these games, and then we can play them in real life, which tactile, maybe he is my son. Because I do like tactile games, especially when it comes to cards or other toys like that. I hate picking them up and cleaning them and setting up, but whatever. And that's it. I just want to make a quick video. I haven't done that. I'm still not showing my face right now. My eye is getting better, but I'm trying to rest it, so I'm trying not to focus on things too much. And I didn't do my hair today, and I gotta look beautiful for you all. But you can see my hands; those are beautiful. A little bit of hair there, and that's it. So thanks for watching. And I still don't have a outro for my videos yet, so I'll be gracious and just end it with Hey there, I'm procrastinating and releasing this video, so I thought I'd add a bonus 4 games that I picked up since then. Nothing too special, but I thought I'd mention anyway. First of all, I went to a garage sale and I saw some PS2 games. Nothing too special, but one that kind of caught my eye was ESPN's Track and Field by Konami for PlayStation 2, right? Generation Pixel had mentioned that Track and Field was a great PS1 game. I think it was Konami as well, I'm not sure. So I thought, let's get the PS2 game. So I did, and I also picked up Bode Miller's Alpine Skiing. Because if I'm going to pick up one game, I must pick up another one if it catches my interest at all. And I kind of like winter sports, so Turns out, though, the track and field game did not have track and field in it. It was NBA. I caught that before I left the garage sale, but after I paid. So I went back and I got my money back, but I kept this alpine skiing anyway. I went to a pawn shop the other day. I was also, not the other day, yesterday. Was it that short time ago? I think it was. And I picked up the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. It doesn't have a case or, well, case. It doesn't have the case with the cover or instructions. I don't really care. I never thought I'd get it since I'm not a huge Crash Bandicoot fan. I have the originals, having played through the first one. But I thought it'd be a great companion to the Spyro Reignited trilogy, so I got it for 10. You know, not still probably too much considering it's just a loose disc, but whatever. I can't seem to get to be less blurry if it's up close, but it's Batman Arkham Asylum. Mistakes. Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate. I have it for PS Vita, and I finished it on the PS TV, so I can play it on the TV. But I always felt I was missing out by not having the 3DS version to play in 3D. I tested it out last night. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. I like the visual effects. Not much else here. Just one more. Another garage sale. It is Bejeweled 3 for the PS3. Comes with Zuma and Feeding Frenzy. Yeah, it doesn't seem like bad. I paid $5 for that too. I actually kind of want the Plants vs. Zombies physical release for the PS3. I don't have it yet. I have it digitally. I have that game digitally everywhere, but I don't have it physical, weirdly enough. So I gotta find that one day. It's not too common, but it's also not uncommon. So whatever. As soon as I see it, I'll get it. Just want to add this little list here to ask, to benefit all those who've been waiting for this, who don't even know it's coming. But, it's a bonus anyway, right? Who can hate that?